Shalom, Yasharala. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I just want to go over, I'm just sitting there watching this video, man. Not only do our people fail for a lack of knowledge, but our people are just simple as hell. We got too many. This may be a tear here. Just listen to what he said for real quick.
Black psyche has been so bruised by slavery and by the fact that Africa has suffered so greatly, and blacks still suffer when it comes to on-par performance with other people. For instance, the people who do declare themselves Jews at present demonstrate a much higher IQ and intellect. Now,
He's saying that the Jewish rat devils have a much higher intellect. Basically, so in the beginning of the video, he was basically trying to prove that the so-called Negro here in America are Hamites. Something wrong with our people. We're telling them the God's chosen people. We under the curses, and we're gonna be delivered from them. If we abide by his statute, laws, commandments, we turn back from our wicked ways. We come out of this heathen, stop living like heathens, pretty much. But they don't want to accept that. You tell your people, you're giving them hope. You're giving them, and they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? They rather be cursed. People fail for lack of knowledge, but people, people gonna be held accountable. 2/3 of the people gonna be, destroyed. They gotta be. You got people like this Uncle Tom right here, which I feel he's a tear. If they are the prophecies, just you look out what's going on with our people and equate it to the word. You know that's us. I don't know why you want to be otherwise. Why would you want to be a Hamite? I forget which book it was, but it even said it. The children of Ham, was basically the Cushites and the Libyans, the Canaanites and stuff, and it says not the Negro, which is the so-called black man in America. But he's right here trying to prove that he wanted to be Ham so bad, with his perm and shit. I'm gonna let it play a little bit more.
I don't say this because I'm proud to say it. I say it because it's true. But the people who they say are not Jews today, but are thieves of the Jewish name and heritage, demonstrate unequivocally and systematically a much higher IQ.
And all he doing is ass kissing. He got his face up these Jewish rats' ass. That's all he doing. And he's no different from the rest of these sellout rappers and politicians and athletes and these so-called these fake Jews, Jewish. They run all that. He just wants to win favor from Satan. That's all he's doing.
They are, and it isn't about war that they have become conquerors. They have become conquerors through the process of the use of the blessings of God. They operate businesses. They win nearly all of the prizes, whether in science or medicine or literature or philosophy.
And that's because it's all the Most High. He let them rule at this point in time, which is his Satan's kingdom about to collapse. The Rothschilds and everything. They got a blessing from Satan. That pretty much But our people want to be of this world so much. They want to be like the one who, what's the word? Basically, they want to be like the person that they're imposter pretty much. Because I'm not gonna call them my superior. I'll never do that. Our people, 2/3 our people really gotta go. And you can see why. You got motherfuckers like this who support that shit. He basically praising them. He's praising Esau. He's praising the Rothschilds. He's praising these Jewish rat devils, saying he's uplifting them. He's not uplifting his own. He's uplifting Satan. basically telling them, he's basically telling them they the greatest people on earth, and he's basically telling them they are the true gods. That's what he's saying, that they God. I hate motherfuckers like this. Let's play some more.
These so-called non-Jews are indeed the most brilliant people on the planet intellectually. And that can be verified through the fact that the prizes have been given out as such. But that's not the most important thing I want to say, is that because the black psyche is so bruised and we are ashamed of being Hamites, we're ashamed of the fact that
it's not about being ashamed of Hamites. We're not Hamites. Anything about shame at all. We're not the same. We are not the same as Ham. We're not the same at all. I've been around Hamites plenty of times. We are not the same. And they know we're not the same. You look at black skin, you know what I'm saying? So you got people who say like the so-called Latinos are not Israelites when they are. We all know that. They're not judging off the spirit. I just seen it happen recently. They're not going off the spirit. They're going by the color of the man's skin because he has a lighter hue. But by you judging that man off his lighter hue, that means you will let a Hamite in. The Hamite don't care about you just because he's black. So you'll let the Hamite come and you'll call him one of your own because his skin is black, but he's not one of you. But that man who's a so-called Latino who doesn't look much like you, that's actually your brother, So no, he's talking about, we're so ashamed to be Ham. And even, okay, say if we were Ham. Say if he trying to wake us up being Ham, he's still bigging up the Rothschilds. He's still bigging up these Jewish rat devils. You're sitting here trying to prove that we're Ham, but majority of this video, he's sitting there just bigging up, Satan pretty much. I'm just going to say it, bigging up Satan, bigging up the Rothschilds and these Jewish rat devils.
That Canaan was cursed. We're ashamed of the fact that we've been and made good slaves. We're ashamed of that. But here, to get away from that, Elijah Poole, a Georgia preacher, began to preach a convoluted version of Islam.
And we all know about Elijah Muhammad. That goes unsaid.
Form what we now know as the nation of black Muslims. And in order to make his point, he stated that
another thing is, we're trying to be so much like other nations. Now you want to be like Ishmael. The whole nation of Islam. First of all, nation of Islam. That doesn't even make sense. Okay? Islam is a religion, not a nation. That's why the Ishmaelites look at you funny and shit.
black man was the original man, which refutes what the Israelites say, that the black man was the first man ever made, and that the devil made the white man in a test tube, that he is not an authentic man.
Yeah, they all bugged out. Ain't gonna tell you too much longer, this man on this tear here. Look at him. He look confused himself. Look at him. Funny looking. Got his perm and shit. But yeah, I just wanted to go, I feel he's a terrorist. People hate ourselves so much. But he's trying to flip it to where, yeah, we hate ourselves and we hate being that we're ashamed that we're Hamites. We're not Hamites. You go over there in Africa, they know you ain't no Hamite. They're going to eat you alive. They're going to roast your ass because they eat people and shit over there too. They got cannibalism tribes and all that over there. We're not the same. Jake over here, that's not in us. We wouldn't do that. Even though wicked ass, motherfucker ain't gonna do that. I ain't eating that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. This is stuff that's in us that we're not gonna do that a Hamite would do, and vice versa. Even in our wickedness, we're more clean than they are. They actually wild like beasts, like people. Okay, that's all I'm going. I'm not gonna tell you too much longer. Shalom.